Hello everyone. Today's recipe is Boondi Laddu. This Indian delicacy needs no introduction. Want to make perfect, soft and delicious laddus exactly like from sweet shops at home? Do follow this recipe step by step and you can make these laddus in no time. So let's dive right in. For this, I am going to take 1 cup of besan or chickpea flour. Now I am going to add just a pinch of yellow color. Now this is absolutely optional. I am adding this color to make the laddus exactly the way they make in sweet shops. Whisk the color in the besan flour. Now for this process, I am using a soft whisk. What I mean by that is a whisk which is made of plastic or a fork, so that you do not over whisk your batter. Adding water little by little, we will start whisking in this batter to ensure that there are no lumps. Please note, do not over whisk, otherwise the laddus will become hard. So now, once the lumps are almost nil, I will add a little bit more of water and give this batter a mix again. The consistency of the batter should be a little bit thicker than the dosha batter as shown in the video. Now, this is one of the tips that I got from my elders. So, my great grandmom said, use the warmth of your palms to make the batter a little more fluffy. So just do as shown in the video. Use the warmth of your palms to make the batter a little fluffier. Now we will start with the syrup. Syrup is very important ingredient in laddu making. 1 cup of sugar and 3/4 cup of water will make the perfect syrup for laddus. I have set aside the syrup and now I will be sharing what I will use for laddu making. So I will be using a mold. I will give the link of it in the description box. I got it from Amazon. You can also use a ladle. Laddu making means the oil should be piping hot. So now we will start by making the bundi. I'm using this mold which has holes, which will give me perfect bundis, just the ones that look like pearls. Round and perfect bundi is the key to beautiful looking bundi laddu. So pour the batter in and then try and keep the mold as near to the oil as possible and slightly do this motion as if you're making a dosha to ensure that the batter seeps through these holes and the bundis are dropped into the oil. Now we should not over fry our bundi for laddu. The bundi that we have dropped in the oil should be fried for perhaps just 20 seconds, not more than that. So once you've dropped these in hot oil, remove them and place them on the kitchen towel so that the oil is removed. So this is my first batch of bundi. I will make similar bundi for my laddus. So do ensure that the oil is piping hot and also clean the base of the mold between every batch. Like so. Now once you have made all the bundi which are beautifully round and look like pearls, you're ready to make the laddus. Laddus will be made So now onto the syrup. So we had placed the sugar and water and set aside for a couple of minutes. Place it on the stove and ensure that the consistency of the syrup is as shown in the video. This is called syrup egg tar. Now I have also added some cardamom powder for the nice fragrance. Now it took me around 12 minutes to get the right consistency for the syrup. I have added half a lemon to remove all the impurities. You can skip the lemon juice, it's optional. Now the process is that the syrup should become of such consistency that when you put it in between your fingers, it should make one thread kind of structure as shown in the video. The consistency of the sugar is what will help us to make perfect laddus. The binding of laddus is because of the sugar consistency. Another way of figuring this out is the bubbles will become more smaller, and as you can see, this is how we want our consistency of syrup to look. Once you have reached this consistency, you can switch off the flame and your syrup is ready. Now to this, I'm going to add all the boondi that we made. Crucial step is to add this boondi when the syrup is still hot. Just look how pearl-like this boondi looks. Now give it a nice mix and set it aside so that it is of temperature that you can start making your laddus. Now it should not be cooled down completely. We will be making our laddus when this mixture is still a little bit hot. Also, a very good tip is to add maybe half a teaspoon of ghee. What this ghee or clarified butter will do is help us in making the laddus, because this ghee will solidify as the mixture cools down. Crush this mixture a little bit so that laddu making becomes easy. I'm adding a few cashew nuts. You can also add raisins, fried raisins into this, but I like fried cashew nuts in my laddus. Now to the final and important task, making these laddus by using a little bit of butter between your palms. Take the mixture in your hand, roll it around and make perfect laddus. So the process is as shown in the video. Just follow the process shown in the video and you will be able to make perfect laddus. Roll the mixture around in your palms and push it with 2 fingers of other hand so that the shape of the laddu is perfect. So after 1 or 2 laddus, you'll get the hang of it, just moving your fingers and pushing it with the other 2 fingers. Just make all the laddus using this process. Showing you again the process of making laddu in a little slower motion. The laddus will be perfectly glossy and round in shape if you follow all these steps. So this is how I have made all my laddus. So with 1 cup of besan, I was able to make 6 laddus. Depending on the size, you will be able to make 6 to 7 laddus if you follow this recipe.